Cold cases sit dormant for decades in police stations all across the country, waiting for a break, a witness, or sometimes they just need fresh eyes to review the stacks of evidence, or in our case, 300 hours of surveillance video. Today, we take a look at a cold case from Seattle, Washington, 2 decades old, on this episode of the Dead Fed Files. It's November of 1998 in the Pacific Northwest, one of the wettest and dreariest months of the year in Seattle. A young mother and a wife-to-be are only a day away from her wedding. Anna Nguyen and her fiancé have planned to escape to Reno, Nevada to get married. However, one man stands in the way of Anna's future. Phan Kim Sang is a violent ex-boyfriend who may go to great lengths to ensure Anna will never be happy again. Just 2 months earlier, Sang was arrested on assault charges on Nguyen. Sang was accused of strangling her, breaking her property, and disabling her phone when she tried to break up with him. Sang was charged with 4th-degree assault, 3rd-degree malicious mischief for the incident. Nguyen, who worked as a hairstylist at Hair Master Salon in Burien, Washington, was last seen around 9 p.m. on November 9, 1998, when she left her home in Burien. She lived with her mother and 11-year-old daughter, Kim Tien. Nguyen told them she was going to her fiancé's house in West Seattle, but would be home later that night. Anna's mother and daughter discovered she had not returned home, which was out of character since Anna took care of both of them. Meanwhile, Anna's fiancé telephoned Anna's mother when he couldn't reach Anna on her cell phone and said he hadn't seen her. The couple was to board a plane that afternoon to Reno, Nevada, then planned to go to California to visit friends. Anna's mother and fiancé filed a missing persons report on November 10, 1998. On November 11th, Anna's vehicle, a white Acura sedan, was found abandoned at the Riverside Inn Casino in nearby Tequila. Investigators began to piece together the circumstances around Anna Nguyen's disappearance.
At first glance, you'd think these folks are enjoying a scenic float down the Green River. But this is no weekend recreation.
Yes, we do suspect foul play.
King County police are searching for a body. They believe the worst has happened to this woman, 33-year-old Nguyen, known to friends as Anna. She hasn't been seen since Monday night. Tuesday, her white Acura was discovered parked here at the Riverside Inn, which is right along the Green River in Tukwila. Regulars tell us Anna Nguyen loved playing cards here. She came here frequently. Detectives will now scan 8 hours of surveillance video taken at the Riverside to look for clues. Here's why police suspect foul play. Anna Nguyen's ex-boyfriend was caught using her bank ATM card and has been arrested for theft. He's considered a person of interest in her disappearance. And there's another reason for suspicion.
She has a daughter, and she loves her daughter dearly, according to people that know her. And she hasn't made any contact with the daughter or anything.
So the search kicked into high gear. A sheriff helicopter made patrols mounted with a special heat-sensing camera to seek out bodies. And search dogs were called in. Dogs trained to locate people, even underwater.
There's several different components of scent. One of them is oil-based and gas, and they come to the surface and float along the surface.
Police aren't certain the river holds the key to the mystery. But for now, it's the only place they know to look.
Detectives began gathering evidence, including 300 hours of video surveillance from the casino. They learned that Sang was previously arrested for assaulting Anna, and his fingerprints had been found on a piece of paper inside Anna's glove compartment. Sang also called Anna's mother, claiming he had seen her out the night before with her fiancé and daughter. He said he was still in love with Anna and felt sick that he no longer could be with her. Sang had offered contradictory evidence about his whereabouts on the night of November 9th. He had also used bank cards belonging to Anna and her mother after Anna's disappearance. While interviewing Sang in 1998, detectives noticed a scratch beneath his right eye, which he said he got during a basketball game at his gym. But photos of Sang taken just before 4 a.m. on November 10th from the ATM where he had used Anna's debit card showed that the cut on his face hours before he had said he was injured. No one at his gym recalled him playing basketball that day. When asked where detectives should look for Anna, Sang mentioned the Riverside Casino in Tequila, but said he'd never gone there himself. The Riverside Casino is situated just off the banks of the Duwamish River, which turns into the infamous Green River of Washington State. The evidence was circumstantial until 21 years later, detectives from King County Sheriff's Office reopened the case. Kim Tien told detectives she had occasional lunch dates with Sang and would question him about her mother's disappearance. She said Sang claimed Anna was still alive and living in Vietnam.
So I was extremely happy and relieved that the murderer is in jail, so he can no longer hurt others. And I finally have closure. It's a feeling. It's hard to describe, but beyond happy, very content. Very finally, yes.
After the cold case was reopened in 2019, a detective reviewed 283 hours of surveillance video from the Riverside Casino and found footage of Sang wearing a distinctive jacket. He was also photographed wearing the same jacket when he used Anna's debit card at ATMs in Seattle and South King County in the days immediately after she disappeared. The jacket was found in a search of Sang's brother's car. The casino footage ultimately provided the missing evidence, placing Sang at the casino where Anna's 1994 white Acura sedan was found abandoned on November 11, 1998. Phan Kim Sang, a retired car salesman, was arrested at his Kent home and booked into the King County Jail on October 25, 2019, according to Sheriff's Office records. King County prosecutors rush-filed a second-degree murder charge against him, and he is now being held in lieu of $2 million in bail. According to the charges filed against Sang, he is accused of killing Anna because he was jealous of her impending marriage to another man, and because he wanted to stop her from testifying in a domestic violence case against him. Anna Nguyen has long been presumed dead. Her body has never been found. And Sang is due in court in January of 2020, so be sure to hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you don't miss any future updates on this cold case. And thank you for watching this episode of the Dead Fed Files. Additional sources of this content are available in the description below.